Hello, this is Samuel Poku, a doctoral student of California Intercontinental University. And for this presentation, we are conducting a simple regression test. The agenda for this presentation includes introduction, the three regression tests, the important takeaways. Then we'll talk about questions, if there are any questions and comments from viewers. Introduction. Regression testing. This is a test to determine whether there is a significant linear relationship between an independent variable x and a dependent variable y. R squared. It is a statistical measure of how close the data are to the fitted regression line, also known as the coefficient of determination. In general, the higher the R squared, the better the model fits your data. R squared is always between 0 and 100. 0% indicates that the model explains none of the variability of the response data around its mean. 100% indicates that the model explains all the variability of the response data around its mean. Regression hypotheses according to Star Trek include the following. The null hypothesis states that the slope of the regression is 0, that's beta is equal to 0. The alternate hypothesis states that the slope of the regression is a non-zero, or beta is not equal to 0. The rejection rule is that we reject the null when p value is less than alpha, where alpha is equal to 0.05. In the confirmation rule, we say that 0 is not within the 95% confidence interval. The following are the variables used in the ensuing regression testing and their descriptions and outcomes. The first regression test was that can we predict an individual's death by knowing their income? And the dependent variable there is death. The independent variable is income. The second regression test is that can we predict an individual's savings by knowing their income? The dependent variable is savings and the independent variable is income. The third and final regression also states that can we predict an individual's portfolio value by knowing their savings? Dependent variable is stocks, independent variable is savings. In the first regression test 1, between debt and income, the first hypothesis test conducted, and the following regression test was conducted. So in the null hypothesis, the regression coefficient is 0, as beta is equal to 0, and the alternate hypothesis, the regression coefficient is non-zero, beta is not equal to 0. A simple linear regression was conducted to determine whether income could be predicted from debt. However, no significant regression was found because beta was equal to minus 0.5, R squared was equal to 0.0.0, then P is equal to 0.535. So no significant regression was found. We now show the graphical presentation of the debt and income regression test that was done. The second regression test was between savings and income. The following regression was conducted, and the null hypothesis indicated that the regression coefficient is 0, that's beta is equal to 0, and the alternate hypothesis states that the regression coefficient is non-zero, beta is not equal to 0. A simple linear regression was conducted to determine whether savings could be predicted from income. However, a statistical significant regression emerged where beta was equal to 0.91, R squared was equal to 0.82, the p-value was 0.000. Thus, the test rejected the null hypothesis. We now show the graphical presentation of the regression test number 2. Now the The final regression test number 3 that was conducted was between stocks and savings. The null hypothesis, in the null hypothesis, the regression coefficient is 0, that's beta is equal to 0. In the alternate hypothesis, the regression coefficient is non-zero, that's beta is not equal to 0. A simple linear regression was conducted to determine whether stocks could be predicted from savings. A statistical significant regression emerged where beta is equal to 0.228, R squared is equal to 0.08, then P is equal to 0.000. Thus, the test rejected the null hypothesis. The following is the graphical presentation of the regression test number 3, showing all the outcomes. Now, important takeaways. The important takeaways include: 1, you can perform a regression using analyze, regression, and linear. It is important to obtain the coefficient interval and R. The PSPP is a user-friendly statistical tool that can be used to perform linear regression. We now show the references used for this presentation. At this juncture, I want to find out if there are any questions or any comments. Thanks for granting me audience for this presentation. See you again soon. Bye.